It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today.
He's loose. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
To the air on second down. quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Oh, a lot of space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Aller. Snagged in the middle, it's Ross. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, it's Singleton. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Singleton. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Quickly complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. He breaks a tackle. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Taylor. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Aller. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. You're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. Might have been a little bit safer, might not have got hurt. So, yeah, might not have been that bad of a living.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Aller. The throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ross. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Singleton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. To the air, it's Aller. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First down for this offense. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get the corner. Shows him the stiff arm. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The Nittany Lions looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just an outstanding return there, and really sets up his offense nicely. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the screen set up. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Release to the back. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll toss it to the left. Powers through the defender. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Pena. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll run the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
And the returner goes down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, going up top. Dumps it to the back. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And the offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Lots of running room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
They boot it away on fourth down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The DBs will back off a bit. Just a short pass to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble, taking it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Got a man. It's Taylor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run the screen. Runs through the tackle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's got the tight end, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to pass, it's Allard. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Going up top again. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here comes the heat. Not able to hook up near, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. And the Golden Gophers have enough for the first down.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but